We're outside the top 6, just on goal difference after 21 games. Can we make good strides towards becoming a European side next season? Find out in this episode. Roll that intro. Hello and welcome to episode 14 here of Sleeping Giants, and as just mentioned, we are outside of the top 6, just on goal difference at the moment. Mate, I think 7th actually might get us a Europa Conference League spot, but obviously we'd rather Europa League. But anyway, let's talk about that another time and closer to the end of the season if we know it does come in this season. Anyway, we have been on an absolutely fabulous run. But before I do show you that, I mean, you'll see it anyway. Just we was going to bring you here for Chelsea and Sheffield United, I think it was. But my fixtures have been completely changed. When I noticed Burnley was coming up, that was just before the Chelsea game originally. So I thought we'll do Burnley and Chelsea because obviously we missed the derby game against Burnley earlier in the season. So it'll be good to show you Burnley away because obviously that's a huge game for Burnley and Blackburn. But as we went to do that, the Chelsea game got moved, and now we've got the fourth round game against Hull. I mean, Chelsea was meant to be on the Tuesday night after this game, before the Hull game, so I don't know why it's been moved. There was no explanation on the message that we received in the inbox, just said it had been moved. So now that's February the 2nd, and how lovely of them. We now got 4 away games in a row, so it's a good job we have been on good form, isn't it? So here we go. You was last with us. Let's have a look, at this Brentford game here. So we did go and lose to West Ham. Disappointingly, we did fight back towards the end. Fabio Silva scoring in the 89th minute, but we just didn't have enough in the end. We just left it too late for a comeback. Chelsea away was absolutely phenomenal. If we click here, we was 2-0 down in that game, and we pulled one back instantly when it went 2-0 through Adam Armstrong, who's been in very good goal-scoring form, I must say, out on the right. Then we scored from a corner. Of course, it was Tosin Adarabioyo that scored from the corner. He loves popping up from a corner and getting his head on it, doesn't he? And then second half, we just went on a rampage, and we ended up winning 4-2. So what a turnaround that was against Chelsea. Then we played the champions Tottenham and won 2-1. Another terrific performance. They missed a penalty, actually, I think. Did it show you there? I'm sure they missed an early penalty. We definitely gave one away there. They missed it, Butland saved, and then we went on and performed really well and outplayed the champions. Very impressed with that one. Bradley Dack got on the score sheet there, and talking to Bradley Dack, he has finally signed a new contract because the board have given us a little bit more money, which is nice because we're doing so well. We then played Reading in the FA Cup, and as I mentioned, we're playing Hull next, so you know we won. We played a very strong side in that, pretty much 4-11 in that game. We won 5-1. Gallagher come on and he scored. He's been moaning about not having a lack of playing time. We've chucked him in the cup. He come on and scored in the 90th minute. Another good solid win there. And Southampton at home as well. Look at that, 5-0. That was Brendan Rodgers' first Premier League game in charge of Southampton because he's just taken over. So I was a bit wary of that one. New manager syndrome and all that. But we absolutely smashed him. We're playing some terrific football. And as you can see there, Adam Armstrong picked up a hat-trick. He is on fire at the minute. So is Bogar and Dak, who both scored in that game. Bogar scored in the last 3 games, I think it is. Is it 3 games? Is it more? Yeah, 3 games in a row. So we are on fire, and the change of schedule sees us play Burnley away next, and then we will show you the FA Cup game against Hull City. Let's take you across then to the Burnley game. This is the team we selected. It's the same 11 that we started in the game against Southampton. Butland, Bell, Lenihan, Tosin and Nyambe. Travis and Holtby in the midfield. Bogar and Armstrong on the wings. Dak in behind Fabio Silva, who is starting to look like a real good prospect for us, which obviously if you play Football Manager you know he turns out to be a terrific player. So hopefully he's going to be growing for us, and he's growing rather well. The bench is quite strong. We've still got a few injuries, as you can see. Jack Val, Chapman and Lukokoy. Chapman and Lukokoy is pretty recent, but it looks like it's only just happened, them injuries, but they're not out for too long. And this is a huge game here against Burnley for the fans anyway, and it'd be nice to just extend our lead over them as well. And we are going to tell them we have faith. This is what we do in every game. There's no point changing the team talks unless it's absolutely necessary. And we are going to, and has my game done it again? Before we start this properly, I'm just going to change It has done it. It always does. This happen to anybody else? Whenever I go back to playing, this happens. The pace just completely changes, and here come Burnley on the first attack of the game. McNeil into the box, and it's a great start for Burnley. Chris Wood has scored after 3 minutes. Real frustrating start for us. And I thought, I didn't expect to be 1-0 down so early. We're not going to watch that again. No Blackburn fan will want to watch that, will they? 4 minutes in here, 5 minutes gone here. It is 1-0, and it would be nice to be able to come back at them quickly and tell the boys to show a bit of passion after that. That doesn't normally kick in until about 10 minutes. And Burnley are coming forward again here. Oh, what's happened? Is it a second yellow card already? McNeil's off. What a crazy start to this game. 12 minutes in, we're 1-0 down and they're down to 10 men. We have absolutely got to go for this. We're just going to go attacking. There's a great free kick and Tarkowski clears. No one was following up. This is a crazy start. And we're absolutely battering them now, but we're still 1-0 down. And Burnley are a good defensive side, aren't they? So they're going to be hard to break down, for sure. But look at that. If we win, we go above Arsenal. That would be nice, wouldn't it? 23 minutes gone. It's still 1-0. And tell the boys to get creative. They're getting yellow cards, and they're getting cards all over the shop here. Here's a chance, though, for Burnley. Great at set pieces. Brownhill's ball in, and Taylor puts it wide. I think he hit the post. He did. What's going on in this game? Crazy game. Bit weird why this isn't on telly, this game. You'd think it would be. It looks like it's just a standard 3 o'clock game. Brownhill has another card here for Burnley. Come on, boys. We've got to get at them. They're down to 10 men. They're going to be solid. We know that. But we've got to make one of these chances count. We've had 7 on target. Pope must be having an absolute blinder in goal. Armstrong's picked up an injury here. Not sure what's wrong. There we go. A bruised knee. Yeah, he'll be fine with that, won't he? We're at half-time. The boys are going to get a bit of a rollicking from me here because that was disappointing. Show me something else in that second half. We won't make any changes. Give them the benefit of the doubt. They just smashed 5 past Southampton, 4 past Chelsea. We can't get 1 past Burnley. And the bruised knee has obviously been too much here for Armstrong because he wants to come off with a bruised knee. Or do we bring Gallagher or Downing on? Could I bring Downing on? We know he's good out there. I mean, Gallagher's been playing well when he's been coming on, but he's been going up front, so it'd be a bit. I mean, Downing can deliver a great ball, so we'll stick with him. We are 10 minutes into the second half, and we're still 1-0 down. It's still all us at the moment. I don't want to lose. Really don't want to lose to Burnley. This good run of form can't go to waste against the rivals, the arch enemy. An hour gone here, and shall we make? Yeah, we'll look at making a change here. Not good enough. Not good enough. Why is it not going to the tactics screen? There we go. We are going to bring on. I hope he's having a poor one. We're going to bring on Buckley in the midfield. Why is the tactics screen being so slow? We'll never know, and we only have one more to do, one more change to make, don't we? Dak's poor, Bogar's poor. Why is Bogar poor? He's usually so good. But we'll keep him out there for now. We don't want to use all 3 subs with half hour to go. That would be foolish, because we'll no doubt pick up an injury. These boys have got to perform this last 20 minutes. It's no good being on that great run of form and then slipping up against your rivals. But you do know, rival derby games, form does go out the window. But with them with 10 men, really frustrating. I do believe if it was 0-0, we'd probably go on and win this game. But you know what Deitch is like. They just play defensively and cautiously. But Fabio Silva has intercepted. Silva's through on goal. Lovely goal from Fabio Silva, 8th of the season. And we are back in with a shout in this game. And that's what he's all about, Fabio Silva. Tarkowski playing about with at the back. I don't understand. Me wasn't even looking when he passed the ball. And Silva goes through. We don't see one-on-one scored very often. But it turns out Fabio Silva's good at them. 1 each here with 22 minutes to go. And surely we'll go on and win the game now. We've got to go on and win that game. Bogar's still looking poor out there with a 6.4 rating. Do I bring him off and bring Rothwell on? I don't know. We're going to do it. We are going to bring Rothwell on for Bogart, just because he's played well all season. doesn't mean that when he does play poorly... Oh, Rankin Costello or Rothwell. Rothwell can come in. He's not had a great season in the Premier League. Certainly not a Premier League player, but he'd done so well for us last year. He may be just taking a while to adapt. Let's give him another go here. 10 minutes remain here. Should we go all out attacking? A point is better. Let's be a bit... No. But a point's better than nothing. 3 minutes left. I think it's going to be a draw. 5 minutes added on. Whew. Come on, boys, get creative. Come on, let's in this last couple of minutes get another goal, beat them in the last few minutes would be absolutely lovely. Send the fans home going crazy. It would have sent us into the top 6. It's not going to happen. It's a 1-1 draw, which is quite frustrating, really. After all that good play, it was a poor start. I'm going to tell them. Oh, they didn't like that, did they? I wanted to be kind to them. I didn't want to lay into them after such a good form and beating Chelsea, Tottenham and whatnot. But obviously they are very disappointed with that one. Roll on the FA Cup then. So it's the FA Cup 4th round here for us today, and we've only made 2 changes to the side that drew away against Burnley. Rothwell comes in for Bogar and Gallagher in for Silva. So arguably our 2 best players have been rested. We've got Sheffield United in about 3 or 4 days' time. So it's vital we try and rest a couple, but I don't want to disrupt the whole balance of the team by resting absolutely everybody, because I've decided pretty much that I would like a good FA Cup run. The board want us to get to the 5th round, so we're going to try and do what we can to get to the 5th round. If we can get through this game, we're in the 5th round, so then the board should be happy, and then we'll have a free shot at the rest of the tournament, in my opinion anyway. But what I was going to do is play a full strength side if we had a 7-game gap between cup games and league games. But this, because we've only got 2 or 3 days, then we're going to rest Silva and Bogar. So I'm going to tell the boys I'm expecting a win. We need to go out there, we need to get through this game. It'd be nice to get a couple of early goals just to, dent Hull's confidence, because the longer it goes on, is a scalp for them, because they'll want to beat a Premier League side, although we was in the Championship with them just last season. Here's Bell, we're on the front foot already. Holtby across here to Travis, out wide to Nyambe. Good run into the box from him, typical of him. And what on earth is going on here? It's a goalmouth scramble. What's going on? Oh my word, that's got to be the scruffiest goal I've ever seen on Football Manager. Rothwell's picked it up of his 2nd goal of the season. Let's watch that again. That is, I don't think we'll see a scrappier goal than this one. What on earth is going on? We'll take it. I don't care how it goes in, as long as it counts. And what a start. 1 minute in, we scored a scrappy goal. We said we want to score early, and we have done. And Hull were looking to hit back at us instantly. This looks like it's going to be a good, cracking little game, this one, if it's going to be like this. Here's Lichai for them. Here's Samuelson picks it up here for Hull. He breaks into the box. Lovely ball over. We need to clear it, boys. Armstrong comes back and deals with it. He doesn't deal with it. It's given away, and it's just wired from Colback. What opening couple of minutes that is. Both teams pretty sloppy at the back. That's what the cup's all about, isn't it? 10 minutes gone. We are 1-0 up, and we're going to tell the boys to get creative, because I want another goal. I want the nerves to go. We just want to get through this game. No injuries would be nice, and yeah, that would be great to get through. It would be an amazing season if we can finish top 6 and go on a good FA Cup run. Then what a season! Well, no matter what happens in the FA Cup, what a season. Anyway, it is coming up to the end of the transfer window as well, and there are a few players I would like to get rid of. We can't buy anyone. We've literally not got the money. We can probably loan a couple, but at the minute, to be honest, the squad is looking decent. I don't want to disrupt it too much, so it will just be outgoings, I think, unless something does happen like a long-term injury, or I completely change my mind and see someone who's available that can honestly help us push into the European places towards the end of the season. But otherwise, I'm absolutely delighted with this squad. It's pretty much still a Championship squad, apart from Bogar and Silva, I think. And yeah, the boys have been overperforming for us. Tosin, into Bradley, Dack, Armstrong. picks up the ball. He's playing really well on that right wing now. Here is Rothwell back into Travis, out to Nyambe. We're playing really good football, just knocking it around like Barcelona, aren't we? Okay, maybe not quite like Barcelona, but we're playing well. Good ball here. Rothwell strike. It was straight at Long, but it obviously had too much power for him to catch, and he tips it over the crossbar. Corner for us now. Rothwell, is Tosin going to get his head on this? He's not. Where was he? What was he doing outside the box? I think he was. Don't know. No idea what he's doing there. He should be on the edge of that 6-yard box, knocking him in for fun like he has been for the majority of my time here at Blackburn on his 2 loan spells. But we're going to tell the boys, guard against complacency. Dak's stressed. Sorry, mate. I'm actually looking at his condition there. We might only give him 10 minutes of the second half, Bradley Dack. We don't want him to get injured. We don't want him to be overly tired for the Sheffield United away game. They are 17th in the league and they're fighting against relegation. So, there we go. He's got injured, isn't he? Just as I said, we don't want him to get injured. And what we will do, we will bring him off because we don't want that to get worse. Who do we bring in then? Buckley, I would have thought. Buckley can go there. He'll always do a job for us, Buckley. A guy that's still loan listed from the start of the season, Buckley. I thought we wouldn't really use him this year, but he's turned out to be a great player for us this year. He's really stepped up to the Premier League, that's for sure. He's still probably not a Premier League player really, attribute-wise and stats-wise, but he's been doing a terrific job for us, and I'm happy to have him in the squad. 66 minutes gone here, it's still 1-0. Would be nice to grab another one to make it a bit more comfortable for ourselves, but if you look at the stats, we are very comfortable. Fairly comfortable? Doesn't make sense. Rothwell strike, long save. I was meant to say fairly comfortable. We've got all the possession, we've had all the shots pretty much, but we just can't get this second goal. Holtby's ball in and Gallagher heads over. I think we will give Gallagher the full game unless they do equalise. I'll tell you what, I haven't made any more changes and we're approaching the 80th minute. What on earth am I thinking? I want these boys playing in 3 days' time. We're going to bring in Davenport probably for Travis. Is he suffering more? 1% in it, but we'll bring Davenport there. What do they look like when they're over? Yeah, Davenport can play as the ball winning midfielder. Downing's also going to come on for Armstrong, and the defence should be fine. No more injuries, please. Let's hope Dak will be alright for that game against Sheffield United. Got 2 away Premier League games coming up, and we need our players at full fitness if we want to keep pace with the top 6. Still can't believe I'm saying that. I thought this season would be a real struggle, if I'm totally honest. Thought we'd be in a relegation battle, but we're not. And Rothwell's now picked up a knock. It's a tight groin. Well, you're going to have to see it out, son. You're probably not playing on Tuesday anyway. And there's half a minute to go. And there we go. It was stuttering a bit there. I thought, what on earth's going to happen? Are they going to equalise? But we have won. We are through. We have realised the ball's vision and hit the target of getting to the 5th round. And we're going to just tell the boys, well done. And let's go and have a look and show you the club vision for this season. We did change it slightly to get a bit more of a wage budget. Let's have a look at these injuries first. Yes, we won that. Dak's only out for 3 days, but so it's touch and go whether he's there for Sheffield United. Rothwell should be available for Sheffield United by the looks of it, but he probably won't play anyway. And look, we've received 180,000 for getting through. But if we look at the club vision, like I was just about to show you, yeah, obviously absolutely delighted there. We have now reached the 5th round as a minimum for the FA Cup. We obviously failed miserably in the League Cup. We never do well in that, do we? We're realising everything else. Look, development's good. Signing everyone under the age of 23, which is a good philosophy and one that I usually go with anyone. All of my saves, unless someone extraordinary is available. Let's have a look then at the schedule. So, well, first of all, let's take a look at the league after the last game. We are now 8th, but we have got a couple of games in hand on Spurs, who are a point ahead of us. We're 3 points outside the top 6, and we've got a game in hand over Arsenal. I think Champions League is a bit too ambitious, so we'll aim for this and see what happens. I mean, we're 2 points off our target of 40 points of staying up, so we're not going down. Let's just go all out for the Europa League and top 6 finish. If we can break that in the first season back, fantastic. We'll win the league next year and the Europa League. Let's go to the schedule now. There's a nice couple of fixtures to bring you there, isn't there? Chelsea and Liverpool, but it is far too soon, I think, to show you them games. I am thinking, we don't know who we're playing in the FA Cup 5th round yet, but enough of the FA Cup. We'll bring you back for the games just after that. We'll come back for Villa at home and Everton away, I think. Villa are 11th, they're in and around us, but Everton are 5th at the moment. That could be a big game to get into the Europa League, so we'll come back for them 2 games. Villa at home and Everton away, I think, is decent. We want revenge against them after they ended our terrific home record of being unbeaten for about 18 months under my leadership. But anyway, if you did enjoy that, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so for regular Football Manager content. And we'll see you next time on Reesy FC. Thanks for watching.